Hi Snapio, I want to develop an app, but I'm not sure what that's going to be the ongoing cost of developing it, and if that's going to be something that I'll be able to afford. Can you please help me understand? Of course, that's what we're here for. Let me take you through some of the ongoing costs of app development. Software development is a process that may never end because there's always going to be something to improve. So when we are planning an app or website, it's important for the app and website owners to understand that there might be ongoing costs. So let's talk numbers. How much does it cost to maintain an app? That is a very difficult question to answer. So let's use a rule of thumb. 20% of the regional development costs per year is going to be your maintenance costs. And most average app owners spend starting from $600 for the most essential support up to $3,000, $5,000, and even more to maintain their app. And that is excluding ongoing development. So what makes up those ongoing costs? We have hosting, bug fixing, third-party costs, third-party compatibility, monitoring, infrastructure maintenance, mobile app specific costs, and other ongoing costs that are not to do with the maintenance of app. Let's go into each one of those and break them down. Hosting is essentially what makes your app available to the public. So when you pay for hosting, what you're actually doing is that you're paying for some space on somebody else's computer, a very strong and powerful computer that we refer to as server. When you develop an app, the code is on your computer. But what makes it accessible to everybody else in the world is by putting those files on another computer that is much stronger than your own personal computer. And then other people can access the app and the content that is on the app by asking this computer to send them the details. That's how computers communicate, and that's what makes apps, websites, and everything else on the internet work. So hosting is definitely an essential cost. But there's different types of hosting, and each type of hosting has a different cost to it. What we do at Snapio is matching up your app or website with the most appropriate type of hosting that is going to be giving you both value for money and the security, flexibility, and stability that you need. Bug fixing. Every app has bugs, and that is a truth that is simply unavoidable. If somebody tells you that their developers are writing bug-free code, they're probably lying. So what can we do about it? Just fix the bugs over time. There's nothing wrong with that. And even the biggest apps out there, any app that you would take would have bugs, whether you can notice them or not. So the best thing you can do is to just keep in mind that bugs are a thing and that you should probably allocate some budget to fix bugs over time, even once the app is out there. Third parties are other companies that provide services to your app. Most apps use at least one third-party service provider. These can be things like Google Maps, Zero, authentication APIs, Facebook, mail service delivery, sending SMSs, online shopping. All those can be provided by external service providers and save you time and money not having to code them from scratch because somebody else is already taking care of that. For example, instead of trying to process payments from scratch, what we are probably going to do is to use another service provider who is going to process that payment for us. Why we do that is because they're best at doing that one action, and that's why not just use their services? Yes, it does cost money, and that is also a cost that needs to be factored. But another part of it is making sure that our app is always compatible with their app. Yes, the providers with access to their software, and their software is always changing and improving as well. So what they would do is upload new versions out there and expect everyone else who is communicating with them to check the updates from time to time and make sure that the app is compatible with the new version of their service. It's important to monitor your infrastructure to make sure that nothing is broken, that there's no hacker attacks, that nothing has been um, halted, that there's no logs, that there is no too much traffic, and if there is, to take some action. But before we can take action, we need to make sure that we are on top of everything that's happening in the app. Separate from simply monitoring the infrastructure is infrastructure maintenance. What is infrastructure maintenance? That is actually reconfiguring servers, is looking after the hardware and making sure that it is still usable, is secure. It's doing things like reconfiguring the settings of the server. It's doing things like running a backup of the system if needed, and things like that that are not exactly coding, but they still need to be done by either a DevOps developer or a system administrator. There are some mobile app specific costs that are only applicable to mobile apps. So App Store developer fee and Google Play developer fee is a subscription that is allowing you to upload your app to their stores, and that is either a annual subscription or a one-off. And there is also ensuring that our mobile app is always compatible with the operating system version. As you know, there's always a new iOS version, there's always a new Android version that comes out almost every year. And it is the responsibility of app owners to make sure that their app is compatible with those new operating systems. So why do we need to do any more work after an app has been complete? I mean, we already paid for its development. What else is there? Well, have you ever used apps from 2008 or 2012? Probably not, and probably not from even 2018. There's no such app that stays still in time and still has users that love it and enjoy using it. So what it means is that people constantly need updates, more features, improvements. They need improvements to the user interface. They need improvements to the security. And the more users you'll get, the more powerful infrastructure you would need to have for the app. So those all cost money, which is why if you have a lot of ongoing costs, probably means that your app is doing a good job. Good on you. Another thing that is quite often overlooked is marketing and customer service. While it's not directly related to the costs of developing the app, that is a cost that needs to be considered because it is quite a big cost for many apps and websites out there, especially if we are talking about an app that is client facing and we need to find users to be downloading and using it. Even the best app that is in the world is useless if no one is actually using it. And that's why we need to ensure that we have enough budget allocated for marketing it and for providing our users with good customer service. And so I hope that this was helpful to you, and let me know if you have any other questions. Thank you. I'm Alina from Snapio.
If you like this video, feel free to give us a like and subscribe to our new channel so that we can continue to create useful content for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Bye for now.